Since arriving in Manchester, Ruben Amorim and his team have been under a lot of scrutiny. He should change the system. Onana is the worst goalkeeper of all time. This team's rubbish. Now, 2 of those 3 things might be true, but I believe in Ruben. I see the vision. I also see that he currently does not have the tools to execute that vision, which is why today I'm going to help him out by giving him the players he needs and proving once and for all that his system does work. Well, in FC 25 at least. I have never gone 15-0 in champs. I've been close a number of times, but even after a massively successful Team of the Year project, during which we added 13 Team of the Years to the club, something still always goes wrong. Now, I know it's not me, and I can't really blame my team anymore, which means there's only one person left to blame. Huh? Look, Eric, if we're gonna use an inside forward, he needs to at least be able to score. So I've decided I need help, which is why this week we're getting coached by a professional manager. We're gonna use their formation, their tactics, and even some of the iconic players that brought their visions to life. When Ruben Amorim took over at Sporting CP, expectations were low. He was young, unproven, and had just cost the club 10 million euros in a record-breaking deal for a manager with barely a year's experience. But what followed was nothing short of remarkable. He didn't just steady the ship, he built a machine. A bold 3-4-3 system, relentless in its pressing, fluid in attack, and built around youth and belief. Within a year, Sporting were champions of Portugal, for the first time in nearly 2 decades. His system wasn't just successful, it was consistent. Title challenge after title challenge. Cup wins, a genuine identity. Now, Amorim finds himself at Manchester United, a club in chaos, a squad full of mismatched parts. And once again, the question looms, can his system thrive here? So today, I'm handing in my ultimate team, and we're gonna find out if Amorim Ball can finally bring back order to Old Trafford. And more importantly, my club. Let's get into it. Let's have a little look at the 3-4-3. And now sometimes people call it a 3-4-2-1/3-4-3. Because of some things in game, we're going to use a 3-4-3, and that will become clear in a second. So let's talk about the system. How does it work? Well, obviously, as I think everyone is tired of hearing, the wingbacks are key to this system. And currently people are saying that Amorim doesn't have the necessary players that he needs for this system. He has fullbacks, he needs wingbacks. The key difference being that wingbacks are generally just asked to sort of defend, sometimes push up a little bit, whip a cross in from deep at times, whereas wingbacks really are, or should be in theory, the guys that cover like the most distance on the pitch. They need to just be bombing up and down this pitch. They need to be back here when we're defending. They need to be up here when we're attacking. They need to be constantly keeping fullbacks/wingers/wide midfielders busy. And they need to be tracking the fudge back if we're getting countered. So how does this system work? It works on a few principles. First of all, let's start off defensively. If you're facing an opponent who is trying to keep possession, or you're facing potentially maybe just a really long spell of possession, this effectively just turns into a 5-back, which on FIFA is incredibly ratty. Because it's a 3-4-3, it won't ever really turn into a 5-back. And again, especially because of the way that our tactics are going to be set up, and you'll see that in a moment, it's never really gonna become a 5-back. Moving forward and transitioning, let's say we win possession with our centre backs. What is the principle of this formation? Well, actually, you might think that we just want to zip this ball straight into a fullback or our wingbacks to just carry it forward. That's not really what Amorim looks to do. I've been doing some studying. And actually what this system wants is the centre backs to look for the centre mids, who then look to play in either the wingers that are coming deep and drawing either outside centre backs or fullbacks to follow them into the sort of midfield channels, and then spring off runners in behind. So we might zip it into our centre mid, who then puts it into one of the wingers that's come short, and that in turn should, in theory, create this overlap space here for this winger to occupy, which then might drag another defender, and that means that the striker can run through. The point is that this system is more so built on runs, what is it called? Overlaps and underlaps, and runs from the inside from this one of the centre mids, the box to box, as well as the wingers making inside runs. And then the only other thing is, if we ever do lose possession really high up the pitch, Ruben's formation, or at least the way he sets his teams up, is in a really high press, and it's designed to try and win the ball back quickly, which is another reason why I want fast centre backs, because like I said before, we're probably going to be getting cowed, and if anyone ever does beat our press, I'm going to need to recover with fast centre backs. And so yeah, that's some of the stuff that we need to try and implement this week. Let's have a look at the team that we're going to use for this week's games. Okay, before we get into anything, there's actually something interesting about this week's tactics, which I haven't been able to do so far, but this week we're able to do. Because Ruben Amorim is actually on the game and we're recreating a tactic that he actually currently still uses in football, you're actually able to activate the tactic of the manager that you actually have. So this is EA telling me that this is how his team runs. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it at face value. I'm wiping my hands of it. If it all goes wrong, either EA have misrepresented Ruben Amorim or I'm just terrible, which is also a possibility. So as we've discussed, the most important positions in this tactic are the wing backs. So for us, the right and left mid, which is why in the right mid position, I've gone for Lucas Vazquez. EA have given him great defensive stats, and importantly, he has winger plus at right mid, which is the role that we need in this position. And then at left mid, I'm going to pivot because I have Roberto Carlos in here now, but they released a left back, Gareth Bale, who can also play left mid, but who also has the role that we need at left mid. So, 421, give me that. In goes Gareth Bale. Aside from that, I know we obviously try and keep the squad relatively inspired by the manager, but I mean, who are we going to use? Like Gyökeres? I just, no. I'm not going to do that. I think that would be a detriment to my enjoyment, so we're not going to do that. So the only player we've got currently that Ruben's managed is Harry Maguire. And some of you may not like that I'm not using his players, but this is my video, and so I don't care. Anyway, rest of the team, we've got some new cards. We've got the new Blanc, Gerrard and Nedved, and then we've got Sam Kerr up top in our striker role, Team of the Year Rodri. You see the team. Here is the actual tactic. All of our centre backs on defender plus. Then moving into midfield, we've got the right mid on winger and the left mid on wide midfielder. Then in midfield, we have one deep line playmaker who's going to be Rodri for us, and our box to box, which is Gerrard. And then finally up top, we've got an inside forward in Jairzinho and a wide playmaker in Nedved, and then an advanced forward in Kerr. Again, I have no idea why one's an inside forward and one's a wide playmaker. I don't know if that's just because of the type of players that Amorim had at Sporting that they've assigned this. It's what they're telling me is the role. We're just going to subscribe to it. I mentioned earlier that I don't think I'll ever actually line up in the sort of 5 back 5 across my box. And this is why. EA are telling me that Ruben's formation employs a high defensive approach is probably a bit of an understatement. It's 90. I mean, it's pretty much as high as you can go, which is why when I said earlier we're going to need fast centre backs, I meant it. A lot of defending for me tonight, I can tell you that. We have Amorim as our manager. We've given Amorim his wing backs. We've even given him some spare wing backs. And so if we can't get it done, then maybe it just can't be done. Oh, actually, let me put on the kits. Yeah, we'll buy the Sporting home, and then we'll put our away kit as like slap on Benfica. Boys are going to play for that absolute badge every single game. Let's get into the games. Okay, see, this is a problem now. This is a problem. I don't know if Vazquez is necessarily running back at the pace that I would love for him to run back at. Oh, boys. Guys. No, I can't lose the first game. Lovely. Okay, cool. Here it is. Amorim ball in effect. Yes, you're going to concede, right? You are. You just are. But we're going to outscore. This is pure entertainment, pure football. Gotcha. Vazquez in the last minute, boys. Oh, this formation is utter chaos. Oh my god. Okay, we've won a single game. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest, yeah? Listen, 3-4-3, great idea in principle. In real life, I'm sure it works, yeah? Works brilliant. In FIFA, these 3-back formations, ever since like FIFA, let's say 16, these 3-back formations are basically suicide, okay? You're basically a kamikaze bomber. Okay, we've got a weirdo who tries to green headers. That's cool. This is just what happens if you try to play FIFA on a Monday night. It really is my fault. I have seen you. Oh, Gyres. Jarzinho. Oh my god, that was so close, mate. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. What a joke of a goal to concede, man. Oh my god, man. Sick. I'm not gonna lie, I know obviously if we lose this, we can't go 15-0, but like, I think me seeing this out to pens is good enough. We're gonna continue the video regardless of the outcome.
Nope.
Yep, same way, love it. Nah, he's going middle this time. He's going middle. Actually, I saw him go left. Oh, I said it. I'm literally, I need to stop doubting myself.
Nope.
Oh, he actually went bottom left. Like, why? Oh.
Nope.
What? Who does that, man? I mean, yeah, technically it's a loss, but let's see what we can do. I feel like I want to still keep giving this formation a crack.
Hello there.
You absolute dunce. You absolute dummy. What are you doing? Get your keeper back in his flipping goal, you idiot. Oh, I'm cooked, man. I'm actually cooked. Oh, I feel like subbing Bale off now, man. I've made my mind up. He is terrible. He is terrible. I'm taking Bale off, man. He's actually proper pissing me off. He's so bad. He's so bad. Why does this Torres also feel clunky? Guys, I spent 500k on this card. He does not feel like a 500k card. Apart from when he's doing shit like that, move the keeper, please, baby. So you do it the first time, I'm not gonna fall for it the second time. Thank you. Oh my god, Gerrard just made the greatest run of... That was actually a sublime run from Gerrard. I'm gonna do an X celebration, and I hope we get the full replay, because that run is exactly what this formation is about. That was literally seduction. Oh, I'm so upset about a pen loss, man. Be 4-0 right now. You green now, man. What a guy. Guys, do not ever play champs on a Monday, man. You actually play cyborgs, man. These guys are plugged in via USB to their brains onto this game, man. It's literally incredible. Yeah, it's a counter is so bad when you don't have the wingers or the fullbacks to. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's Tim Howard doing? He thinks he has the ball in his hand. He thought he just had the ball in his hand. What a donut. Oh my god. I'm so happy he managed to sort his feet out and get onto his right foot. Gotcha. Okay, now we need to defend, boys. Now we need to defend. We did it. Let's go. Another Torres hat trick. Oh my god, this guy is incredible. Yeah, okay, that was Bale's last game for this club. He is bad. This card stinks. Good riddance. Interesting. You know what, guys? I'm gonna give Bompastor a little run out. That's a ball. Oh, Charles! I can't believe we went to extra time against this guy, man. I had so many chances. Oh my god. Oh, there was such an overlap on the left. They had no one to account for Jars, and that is the beauty of the 3-4-3. You're seeing it in action, guys. Ruben Amorim is the greatest manager of all time. I can't believe I've just opened my hands. Ugh. Disgusting. What? In what world does he have any right to finish that ball there? I'm gonna tactical foul just because I feel like this guy's going to leave, and it's like I don't want to let him score and think that he should stay. Do you know? Oh, he might. Oh. Alright, buddy. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, fine. Brilliant. Yeah, no, so amazing. Cool. And oh yeah, let me guess, you're gonna go straight back into the game. How fantastic. How the f, Howard, it's a near post shot, man.
Nope.
Brilliant, Blanc. Are we going to pens? Oh, for f***'s sake, man. I swear if we lose another one on pens. Middle. Get out of here, man. Okay, that's another win. 6-1. Could have been 7. We lost the penalty shootout. If you want to say I didn't do it, well, I mean, we can't do it now, but you know, 14-1 is still on the cards, which I would count as a massive success. Can you imagine if I went 14-1 with a 3-4-3? Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. There's no one covering the backside, so he can just take a free touch. How amazing. We're again. Yeah, this guy's just... This might be it, boys. Now it might be over. Yeah, the fullbacks just don't tuck in like they should to form that sort of like 5-back or like protective shell on the outside. It just doesn't happen. And so far we've been able to like sort of live without it, but I just don't think we can now, to be honest. Alright, boys, and there it ends officially. An actual loss, not on pens, 5-2. We came up against a very good player. However, I still think we did really well. This tactic is not for the faint-hearted. You are going to have a blood pressure of 180 over 140 the entire time you play. But there are some good attacking options, man. It was pretty decent. We ended up winning 6, right, with the one being a pen loss. If you want to call it 7-0, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll play out the rest of my games, see how we do. So see you soon. Alright, welcome back, guys. We managed to get to 10 wins. Obviously not ideal. We're trying to go for 15-0 one of these weekends. I know for a fact we're gonna get it one of them. Let's see what we get in the rewards open. I am absolutely knackered. Skip these. Okay, we get some informs. Let's open another one. Crack that bad boy open. Ooh, 92 Bon Pastor. I like. And now our immortals. Kind of do want Zola. So I'll take Zola because I actually do want him in the club. And then the last one, we get her again anyway. So we'll take Angara. Okay, cool. Let's do the 88 double. Nothing. And then one final pack. And here we go. Our final pack. Let's crack open an 8410 tradable. We don't get anything. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time when I finally get 15-0. Hopefully.